Yes, what's next is complicated.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Welcome back to Complicated Discord. As always, it's your boy Dex.
Queen Esther here, crowned it.
JacobiJones in the house.
And your boy Alexander Benedict.
So how y'all been all week, man? Y'all been doing all right? I mean, they dropping these new rounds of stimulus. Does any of y'all get yours yet?
No.
No.
Nah.
Oh, damn.
I know people who have though.
Did you
I've heard people.
Yeah, there's some people that got them.
One of my old coworkers, she already planned a trip to LA. I was like, damn, you just came back from Vegas. That's what's up.
That's what's up. Did you get yours, Dex?
We ain't talking about me. We're talking about other people and their stimulus.
So you got your little stimulus.
I know he got it.
It did. It hit the account Saturday morning. It was. I'm not going.
And you got 16 kids, Dex.
Yo,
let me hold some.
Biden
Let me hold some.
No games. Biden is playing no games. He's
They ain't live with me, so hey, you know what I find crazy about the stimulus checks though? What I'm waiting for those people to start posting these little posts about, oh, you got your stimulus. Now let's go ahead and invest in an LLC. Or you got your stimulus and I bet you're gonna buy Jordans or this instead of investing in an LLC. I find that to be funny.
Don't we? I think all four of us already own LLCs, though. I know I do. I know Pete does.
Well, no. I mean it in the aspect of people.
Now all of a sudden they entrepreneurs.
Yeah. People sit down. They assuming that everyone that got a stimulus is in a situation where you could just go out and spend that money, trademarking and copywriting and starting a business that you don't know is even going to pick up off the ground. You might spend your little $1,600 and make nothing.
Yeah, I know my stimulus is bills.
$1,600. Hold on, I heard 16. It's 14, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm
fact checking.
What I find funny is, among that is like people saying like it's mad condescending if you think about it. Like, you don't know me, you don't know my life story, you don't know what I'm going through. I could have been living in a cardboard box, but you just didn't know that.
Right.
How dare you have the audacity to tell me what to do with my motherfucking money? If I want to blow it on crack, that's my.
But we don't
tax dollars coming back to me. Let me
we don't promote.
It is your prerogative.
It is, but we don't promote drugs.
I remember that. I don't know if y'all seen that that video with that NASA scientist. He's like, yeah, I do crack. Yeah. I like it. I love it.
Oh! I saw this one video where he's a black therapist who admitted to doing heroin on a weekly basis.
He's a professor.
A professor, okay.
College professor.
For like I don't know, psychological and like relaxation and all this shit. And I'm just like,
black?
Yeah.
He was black, dreadlocks and all. He kind of favored Dex.
Don't Jacobi, I will fight you.
I never saw heroin being black.
Don't you come for me, Jacobi.
Drug of choice.
Just saying.
I love you guys.
We all look alike.
I mean, things are okay in moderation when you think about it. My main point.
Not heroin.
What?
Everything's good in moderation except crack.
And heroin and meth.
Heroin's expensive as fuck.
Is it?
He's a professor. Hold on. Think about it though. He's doing heroin, but it's not affecting his job.
Says who? Says the heroin addict? We don't know this.
Remind you, heroin is a downer. It's an opiate. It's a downer. Yeah. If you were in the military, we have sessions about this. Heroin is a downer. So
yeah,
he's coming off a high. He's trying to level down.
Yeah, he does it for relaxation.
Better than slapping the shit out of them disrespectful.
I guess I got bad. I'm still traumatized from my last relationship who was a drug addict. I can't.
Get you some Prozac.
I can't. I need some.
Well, check it out. We got a good show today. We got a couple of topics. We're gonna touch on faithfulness versus loyalty. We're going to touch on the cancel culture striking yet again. We also got All-Star Weekend and the slackness from beyond. It's going to be interesting conversations. But before we jump into that, check this out. Yo, what's good? I want to take a few minutes to tell you guys about our sponsors at Alexander Benedict Clothing. Recently, I received a gift from the sponsors, and let me tell you, when I opened the box, I was impressed. I mean, these shoes look amazing. But when I felt that Italian leather caress my feet, I was in love. So much so that I got myself another pair and I got my old lady a pair. Look, we all like to look and feel good. So why not treat yourself to a pair of handcrafted Italian leather made to order shoes? Best of all, they're affordable. You can't beat that. So why not treat yourself to a pair or three? Alexander Benedict, your new favorite designer. Let's go ahead and jump into this, starting with the Audacity. And actually, before we do that, let me let the viewers know, comment at your JacobiJones. He has a little giveaway for the viewers and the followers. So stick around till the end of the show and find out all the rules and all the little ways to get you some free shit.
That's
Everybody
right.
yeah.
But let's go ahead and
Much aloha.
the Audacity. This one, I feel like, this one is funny. I feel like you guys are going to enjoy this a little bit.
Uh-oh. Is that a bodega?
I'm not going to give any background. I'm just going to play the video.
Okay, yeah, it looks like a corner store.
Oh, you can't see it. I'm going to have to minimize
She
it.
finna jerk her man off in public? Because that's what it looked like.
There's too many people in there, man. It's already
Right? Yeah, why everybody...
Oh, yo, she did how you get like, and him too.
Oh, she done boxed that whole chick's face off.
She deserved all that smoke, and so did he with that.
But I mean, I'm not wanting to talk because I've had some gas station rendezvous, but who at the liquor store just grabbing penises?
Apparently she was. Apparently she
Hey,
was. Hold on. You realize that everybody was in just hanging out, drinking, just having a good old time in the store. No one's pointing that out, but she just walked in and just grabbed some dick like
right. I mean, I know the urge. Trust me, I know the urge.
I'm just so confused because I was like, was there any eye contact like between the dude? Like the guy got slapped.
Did she know him?
Work.
Are they
just
sleeping together on the low? Like, what's going on? Like, why would you just? And he looked like he was 2 months away from AARP, so I don't know why she was really even interested in that specimen. There was a couple young dudes in there, but she went for the granddaddy.
Maybe she got daddy issues. She like older guys. What do you want me to say?
I just want to say that shit is mad reminiscent of the Young Up International in Dubai. If you're a contractor, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyway, carry on.
You know, none of us are contractors, right?
Yeah, you just that joke went over everyone's head.
He was talking to the audience.
If you're a U.S. contractor, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't worry about it.
All right, cool. But nah, it was real funny the way he just he looked at her and then looked back at his old lady like,
you gonna handle that?
He just carried on the conversation like his dick isn't like getting grabbed at that moment. He was like, anyway, so yeah, babe. So listen, so I went to this homeboy's house. Like he just brushed over the whole dick grabbing situation.
Yeah, because he already knew. He responded incorrectly. She would have boxed his face off too.
She did. She slapped the shit out of him right after that.
Well, he got the minor slap. Shorty got
the Hayukin.
Yeah,
you got slapped into another universe, okay? On the floor.
His reaction was either A, not immediate enough, or just non-existent to get that uppercut that he got.
Right.
But like, I don't know. Usually, guys do break up fights, but I thought it was beautiful how all the guys in the fights were like trying to separate the women from actually fighting. Like a guy was trying to stop the girl that grabbed the dick. It was like, no, you don't want no smoke from the dunya behind me. Like, please don't. Just walk away.
Esther, my argument with that is I feel like they didn't break anything up because they were like, these ain't bad bitches. Ain't no titties about to fly out here. We don't want to see none of this. Had it been to Instagram models, they'd let it go down.
No bum fights here.
If they were Instagram models, they would have never let it go down because they didn't want them to destroy each other. They're too beautiful to get scarred up.
Also, they didn't want to mess up the store.
Listen, let that been two strippers, they'd have watched all them titties and ass hanging out all over the place. Listen, guys ain't stupid. Not stupid.
I beg to differ, but
you're right.
Okay.
He knew he liked whatever he felt, so he didn't stop it. So he was not stupid. He was very smart. He knew what the fuck was happening.
Yeah, he didn't want to. He didn't want to lose his face.
Was he drunk?
Literally.
Hold on, y'all were talking to each other. I didn't get what you said. Can you repeat that for me?
What was that?
Y'all were talking over each other. I didn't understand what any of y'all said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said, was he drunk? Like, did he not? He knew he liked what he felt. He didn't stop it either. So he was not stupid.
Nah. He knew he was of sound mind and he knew what the fuck was going on. That's why he responded the way he was like, if I act like I liked it, I could get my whole entire block knocked off. But I'm gonna pretend I didn't like it, but I did. But like, babe, you gonna handle that, or do I? Like, what's going on? Like,
you know, actually, you know what it looked like to me? It looked like if I play this right, I might be able to get that threesome going on tonight. So I'm not gonna say no yet. Hey, baby. So they're getting grabbed. She with it, babe. She with it. What do you say?
I did not see that. I saw
an oblivious on purpose dude.
I saw an elderly gentleman in headlights getting sexually harassed by some poor young damsel who got her ass whooped.
So you think he had a senior moment?
Huh?
He was gonna have
a senior moment, huh?
That was the smartest thing for him to do.
He was like, "Hey, babe, How are you at two places at one time? What the hell?
What was that?"
He thought he was gonna have an R. Kelly moment. That shit failed.
So you know what? This actually brings up a great point. This brings into the next topic. Do you guys think he was being faithful or loyal? Because there's a difference. There is a difference.
Loyal.
You think he was being loyal?
And loyal.
I don't think he was being either.
He wasn't being either. Like, I didn't think he was being faithful.
I don't think he was being faithful or loyal. I think he was caught in headlights. I mean,
he just was like, what was going on? Like, he was drinking. Like, I don't know.
If she wasn't there, if his woman wasn't next to him, he would have smiled and like started walking towards her like, "Hey, what's up? Why you do that to Grandpapa?"
Because the situation what it was, I feel like he was being loyal. He wasn't being very faithful. He was being faithful. He wasn't being very loyal. That's what I feel.
Okay, well, help me understand what's the difference between the two.
I was just about to say the difference is when you're being faithful, you're being honest, you're being I guess you're sticking to what you have. You know what I'm saying? It's like if we're married, I'm being faithful to you. I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to go out and do dumb shit. There's a difference. When you're loyal, on the other hand, you have allegiances. You're supportive. It has nothing to do with being faithful. You can be one and not be the other. There's a complete difference.
Okay.
I'm Googling this as we speak. You know this, right?
I thought you was being loyal.
So in that situation.
So according to Webster, the definition of faithful is remaining loyal and steadfast. Now, the definition of loyalty is the quality of being loyal. Well, okay, what's the definition of loyal? I put it that way for them to give me.
The point is, he wasn't cheating, but he damn sure wasn't telling her, "Yo, I got a girl."
Okay,
so loyal is giving firm, constant support. He was not being loyal because that was not a loyal situation.
That's what I said. He was being faithful, but he wasn't being loyal.
Yeah. According to Webster, you are correct.
Because just like Jacobi said, had his old lady not been there, he'd have probably knocked that ass out in the storeroom in the back.
Yep.
He's hoes and loyal.
He sure would have.
As Pete likes to state, he would have dropping the dick off.
And mind you, dudes could be hoes too.
Say it again, Pete.
Dudes could be hoes too.
Dudes are hoes.
I feel attacked.
Right?
No, I admit, when I was in my early 20s, I was a ho.
We covered this in the last episode. You guys have seeds to spread a lot more than women. We have a fixed amount. You guys make new ones every day. So you have to spread your seed.
Yeah, but women have multiple different y'all got different orgasms.
So do you. We talked about this too. So do you guys. So you have a prostate.
Y'all mad left field, bro. Mad left field. We talking about faithfulness.
Yeah, it's Sunday. I just woke up. I still got prayers left in the back of my head. I didn't even say yet, so I can't be a part of this one.
So hold on. So have any of you guys ever had an experience where somebody was faithful and not loyal, or vice versa to you?
Was not.
Yeah, one or the other.
So you just want me to harbor, you want to bring up my past like this, Dex. That's what you want to do. You just want me to talk about all the bad shit that I've been through on national television.
I mean, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we've all been cheated on, right?
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. What about you?
Me?
Yeah, you. Since you're bringing this up, give us time to think if we're gonna come up with one, because
I have been the reason females have been,
motherfucker, you've been cheated on before because you ain't that fine. So I know you've been cheated on before. Burn.
It's okay. Somebody like it. It's okay.
I know.
And you know what? And that's fine. If somebody cheated on me, they had the common decency.
And I still question her mental health every day. But you
I've
know,
been played before.
You what?
I've been played before. I remember one time.
I think we all have.
One time, me and this one dude, we had picked up these girls from Cameron, Texas, right?
Dude.
And
okay.
I brought her back to the barracks. I'm about to, give it a.
Enough said. You brought her back to the barracks. We already know where this is going.
Hold on. What happened was somebody in the barracks room snatched her up. I didn't even know how it happened. Bro, it happened like that. Like, I was Sad's cat. Like that.
You know what's so weird about that thing with
nobody
these
could
women?
run a train or nothing at that point?
No. It was weird. It happened so fast. Like, I feel like if I remember correctly, it was two dudes, one ran interference from me, and she left the room and left with somebody else. I'm just like, the fuck?
Probably because she saw the bullshit about to ensue. She was like, I'm gonna see my way out.
She was cool with it.
No, I don't think she saw no bullshit. Sounds like she was just a hoe and she picked her candidate for the night.
Yeah.
You know what I felt like? I felt like that corny British dude who got played by
Piers Morgan. Oh,
that's how I felt.
Piers Morgan. Okay, all right. So let's talk about that because that's still some trending ass shit. Piers. So okay. What exactly are our feelings behind all this? The Oprah, Meghan interview with Harry, all that, right? That happened. They racist, whatever. We get that. So now Piers Morgan. So did y'all see the Sharon Osbourne? All this shit went down where she almost like they boycotting right now. Amanda Seales, shout out to you. I love you. She started a hashtag fire Sharon Osbourne because she said some racist shit basically about supporting a racist, basically is what she did, right? Mm-hmm. So Sharon Osbourne should lose her show or be fired from the talk because that's how Roseanne lost her show. Roseanne went online tweeting supporting Trump in the middle of the night on a racist rant and Roseanne was canceled. And now Amanda Seales feels like Sharon should be canceled. Now I agree with Amanda because I'm just not a fan of that old British white lady shit. But it is weird though because she didn't come back and apologize. Now, what's her face? Roseanne didn't apologize. Roseanne was just like, I was drugged up. It was a mistake. Sharon's like, I acknowledge that what I said was wrong. I once talking to my friends of people of color, I realized my way of thinking was blah, blah, blah. Do you think she would give it a second chance? Or do you think that we just need to weed all these dumb old white people out of the world?
The latter. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be honest with you. One, I'm not a fan of Amanda Seales. I think she corny, various reasons. Yeah.
I like her. So. But that's okay. That's fine.
No. I think she's a great actor. She acts pretty well, but her being like a social thermometer part.
Mm-hmm. I love her.
She do got a point. But here's the thing, and we're getting into that topic in a minute. The whole canceling of things, it's a Pandora's box. Once you start canceling one thing, you start canceling another and another and another, and then we're canceling everything.
But then also, I agree with you on that, but I also think once we start behaving accordingly and respecting people and races and cultures and genders, we wouldn't have this problem if we treated each other accordingly.
That's true.
Hold on.
There's gonna be things that are gonna offend you.
It did offend me.
Jacobi,
I was deeply offended. I cried myself to sleep.
Jacobi, you are asking America to be, to go against its natural nature.
Of being racist. I get it.
Racist?
But,
what?
But I mean, it needs to change. It needs to happen. That's the whole point. It shouldn't have happened. It did happen. We need to evolve so that it doesn't happen again. This is how racists stay racist by
Jacobi,
us not,
you know this remind me of? Remember you had made a video a little bit ago where the alien was flying by Earth, and it's like, look at that ghetto shit. That's what this is right now. I feel like aliens is flying by, like, oh, we ain't stopping there. Look at these niggas is hating each other just because of these.
Earth stank. Earth stank. It is so ghetto.
But no, I didn't originally know the whole. Like, I didn't, when you guys talked about it on your show, I didn't necessarily know about it until I went and looked at it afterwards.
Know about what?
The Meghan Markle and her husband,
Harry.
Prince Harry. It was Harry. Okay, they did an interview with Oprah, and there was some backfire. Piers Morgan, a British
anchor,
newscaster, had feelings about it, and he had a meeting with someone who.
But you know what though, they call it being a royalist, which is just like being a Republican here, where you're loyal to the royal party regardless of if they've done something wrong, which is the same thing I've always said about Republicans. Republicans are the most loyal party because even if they're wrong, they will still lie for you. They will still go to the bat for you because they're loyal to each other. Even if you're wrong, they will still be like, I don't care. No. And they'll try to diffuse and deflect and all that shit. And the same thing with royalists. The royal family can do no wrong and you should never talk bad about them. That's how Pierce is.
I'm gonna say this. Conservative Republicans, no. These new age, I don't know what the fuck you want to call them, Republicans.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what you were describing.
I think conservative, yes, I do. The ones I'm talking about that I have had experiences with or watched on television are old people who are being loyal and lying to people on television because they refuse to admit the truth.
We just went through the whole Trump.
You watch it on Sean Hannity every day.
Lie to you.
Sean Hannity does it every day, and he an older white man. Meghan McCain. Sean Hannity, he has a number one show on Fox News. I mean, thankfully you don't watch it because you don't know his name. But Meghan McCain, who is John McCain's daughter, who's a host on The View, who was born and bred in that shit, they're conservative Republicans. That's what they call themselves. And they just speak that bullshit.
They're not conservatives. They could say they're conservatives, but they're not.
Well, that's an argument to be had with them for sure.
Well, let's not have the argument today. Let's not have the argument today. I do see how that kind of correlates with the whole loyalty thing, though, Jacobi. Yeah. I see what you did there, and I appreciate that. Before we jump topics, let me just kind of put it in the simplest way possible. When someone is faithful and not loyal, it means that they won't cheat on you, but they'll definitely go out and hang out with people that they shouldn't be hanging out with. When someone is loyal but not faithful, they will fuck other people, but then still come back to you and fight later on. You know, like that's when you and their side dude get into it. They would help you jump their side dude. Like, I know I cheated, but that's my baby.
Right.
There's the difference. But you know what? Since we're talking about faithfulness and loyalty, on to the next topic. Do you guys feel like the people that go down to, or some of the women, I guess, that go down to Atlanta for All-Star Weekend are faithful or loyal? What do you guys think about that whole thing altogether?
Did you see the video that dude broke up with his girlfriend for All-Star Weekend? Because it's a video that went trending on Instagram, or I'm pretty sure it's Instagram, where all of a sudden his girlfriend, has to, her auntie was sick, and she got up and she got dressed in like some, cute little outfit and packed a bag and
red bottoms.
Yep, and grabbed some red bottoms and was just like, I gotta go. I'm finna go check on my sick auntie. And he's just like, you're driving to it. They're like, I think they lived in Alabama or Tennessee, and he's like, you driving to Atlanta for on All-Star Weekend because your auntie's sick. When I'm looking at your Instagram and I know all your girlfriends are there right now, and you telling me that you not going for All-Star Weekend to go be a hoe, and she's all like, you don't trust me? And he's like, no, I don't trust you. I don't trust you right now.
He was trying to gaslight him.
Right. And she's all like, I can't believe this after all this time we've been here. He's like, no, like, I'm not stupid. This makes no sense. If your auntie's sick and it's COVID, why you want to go be around her? Like, I can't even believe you doing this, avoiding the question. And he's all like, if you leave, we're through. Because Bobo the fool ain't written on my forehead and they broke up, right? He recorded the whole thing. It was hilarious.
And she was like, I'm coming back. She did come back though, which was the second video.
Yeah,
was it? I never saw that.
It is a two-part. Is it a two-part video? The second part, she came back and she was like, "Yeah, I went to see my grandma or my aunt or whatever." And he was like, "Yeah, are you sure that's all you did?" And listen, for anyone watching, listen, for anyone watching, hint number one: when somebody asks you, "Are you sure?" and give you a chance to fess up, they know some shit that you don't want them to know. So you might as well be like,
"Right, so, are you sure?" Yeah, like, cool, man. You're so right, Dex. You are so right, because I played that card before when I knew someone I was seeing was lying. I would be like, "You sure?"
You know what the worst part was? The worst part is you don't know what they found out, so you're like, "Yeah, I'm sure." Yes, because you don't want to.
That's exactly how they always respond. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
So
okay,
he tried that, and he was like, "So you wasn't that." You wasn't rolling around and Rolls Royces are hanging out. She's like, no. He's like, bitch, I got the video. One of my friends calling one of your homegirls. Video. She's like, yeah, but you can't. He was like, no. Now you trying to cover up. She's like, yeah, but you don't trust me. He's like, no, and
no.
I said this.
She came back with shopping bags from taking care of Auntie, like Rodeo Drive type shopping bags.
Yeah, I'm dead. Like, that's a perfect example of being faithful but not loyal.
Horrible.
But the reason I bring
she came back.
Yeah, he one of them shoes. I ain't mad. I feel like it was kind of staged, but hey, whatever. Who am I to judge?
Yeah, it did feel that way. But then also, I don't know.
It's very staged. You know what though? Since we're speaking about at ATL All-Star Weekend and being staged, did you guys hear about that young lady who posted, "Hey, I went to ATL for All-Star Weekend with $400 in my bank account. I was expecting my unemployment to kick in, but it didn't, and I'm stuck here." So then she went on to open up a GoFundMe account.
Yep.
And lo and behold, she got $1,600. $1,600. And
that's not bad.
A little bit later, she posted a video on Facebook saying, it was a joke. I was messing with everyone. Now I'm going to go to the bank and pick that money up. Or so she thought.
That's against the law. GoFundMe will
hold my beer real quick.
You can't do that on GoFundMe. That's fraudulent. They would yeah.
And they did. And they did it with the swift and effective, just one swipe. No, bitch. You thought.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw this one lady who faked cancer and she lost that money. She raised over 100,000. Yeah, you can't do that.
Well, see, and that's exactly my point. The reason I bring this up is because I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like either a few things are happening. Either people really are very, very loving and they want to help people, which I don't believe personally. People aren't that nice in my personal opinion.
You're the asshole. You're the asshole. You're not.
Right. You're right. You're absolutely right. So that it would be crazy for me to
people like you.
I can't be the only asshole in the world.
Okay.
Oh, I'm an asshole by nature.
No, you're not. No, you're not,
baby.
Oh, he don't know yet, Pete. That's all.
I'm just kind to my fellow men and women. Look, but if I don't know you, I'm an asshole by default.
But no, that brings up the next question. Either people are really kind, and that's dope. That'd be cool if I don't believe it. Two, people are just so naive that they're willing to believe anything to make themselves feel better.
Yes, that one. Mm-hmm.
No, go ahead. Close.
Or three, we're in a situation to where we so want to, I guess, praise people for being reckless and not accepting the outcome of their actions, that we're willing to bail people out, which again is a hindrance to us in ourselves.
Yeah, that's like the generation post us.
Y'all stressing me out. I needed a cigarette.
I feel like it's a series of things. And for one, Have y'all ever heard of social engineering?
Yes. But explain it, please.
So when you get that email from that wealthy Nigerian, that's a form of it's phishing, but it's also a form of social engineering.
Yes.
Where they play on certain constructs of social, whatever
society,
to get you to do something that you normally wouldn't do. Like for example, the perfect one right now is, I don't know if y'all seen the one by what's the chick from Kelly Price? Not Kelly Price. Kelly the Destiny's Child chick.
Kelly
Rowland.
About she need a plane ticket to get to that one chick city, and she bringing Beyonce with her.
Right.
Buy her plane ticket. That's social engineering.
Right.
And
so you're playing on people's normal emotions, guys.
Yeah, to get what you want.
Yeah. Kind of like
if you ever heard the term finessing, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Finesse.
Oh, I got a story about finessing.
Hold on, but E, what you were gonna say?
No, I said what I said. It's okay.
Okay, Jacobi, let's tell us about finessing, baby.
Okay, so I think this is a true story, y'all. Okay, so I used to have a whole bunch of hoe friends, and they were prostitute girls. I used to do their hair. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, so I would hang out with them at their trick room, right? I would go there to get them ready for the night and hang out with them at their trick room because they had 2 rooms. And we would all
Sorry, hold on. What's a trick room? Excuse my ignorance.
Okay, so they would have 2 hotel rooms. One would be the room where we would all go hang. One would be the trick room where they would sleep with the Johns, and the other room we all go to the other room while the girl would go do her thing real quick. The 2 rooms right next to each other.
Okay.
So they were always sometimes they would rotate pimps. You know what I mean? Not like, but sometimes they would be with a pimp and then they would leave him because he wasn't shit and they get a new one. Anyway, this dude had just got out of jail. He was tall, skinny, covered in tattoos, light skin. He was sexy as hell. And he came after I had. Apparently, one of the girls met him because he had just came back from jail. And then we all came back to the room and he was there. And then she had told us, she was like, we didn't even sleep together. He just wanted to talk. And I felt like he might be gay, right? Or because for one, he had just got out of jail, right? Like just got out of 18 months in jail. And I was thinking, interesting. And he fine. And then I go talk to him and he was like, I was like, what's my name? He was like, just call me Finesse. And I was like, I'm not calling you Finesse, motherfucker. Like, isn't this a Cedric? I felt like it's a Cedric the Entertainer joke that I had heard before, and I'm sitting there looking like, is he playing with me? That was okay, but I'm like, is he playing with me? Like, and I'm like, well, what's your real name? He was like, just call me Finesse. Lo and behold, fast forward to a couple weeks later, he tried to put the moves on me. And he was down with
finessing that ass.
He was a DL brother. And I let him finesse his ass too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you let him finesse that ass.
I let him have them cookies. I did.
Well so let me ask y'all a question though. Do y'all what do y'all think is a situation with this specific situation? Do you think that she played off people's kindness, or do you think that people are just we're so much of an enabler that we refuse to let those handle? Because at the end of the day, it's all personal accountability. She did some she didn't do anything, but the premise was she did some dumb shit and got stuck. And instead of letting her figure it the hell out, we decided, not we, because I ain't give shit. People decided to try to bail her ass out. Always want to be save a hoe. But if you did some dumb shit, not thinking about the next steps, personally, I feel like, you have to figure that shit the fuck out. I'm not doing nothing.
That's a rough one, because at the end of the day, this is why I'm looking at it. There's over 300 million people in the United States of America. And if 1,600 people sent her $1, what's that dollar killing them people? You know what I mean? Like,
let me ask you a quick question. Would you fly from Hawaii to Atlanta with only enough money to buy a one-way ticket?
No.
Okay, then. That's all. That's the entire. That's all I need right there.
You literally answered the entire thing.
But I also, that just shows her character clearly. That was kind of your question. So she was trying to take advantage of the
empathy, the empathetic.
The empathetic person to be like, let me go do this, and just because I'm pretty, I'll probably be able to get some niggas to send. If I got a bunch of niggas to send me $1, you know what I mean?
Asian?
What'd you say?
Yeah,
We didn't hear you.
Right?
No, she was
in
black.
America,
Her name was what is it?
Yazdi Stallion.
Yazdi Stallion. In fact, her picture is gonna be right.
People just
there.
wanted to be
The Stallion. Oh my god.
Yeah, she a carbon
no
copy
at
of
all.
Megan. A motherfucking carbon copy. Nothing original about her. Straight trash.
1,500 people felt the need to help it. Okay.
Listen, don't judge it, but that speaks to honestly, people could say, oh, they're just being nice. That's just kind of stupid. I feel like at the end of the day,
ignorance, but
I feel like at the end of the day, she did it because society has shown her that it's okay to do shit like this and get a bailout. We're only furthering laziness and bullshit because we're willing to let it slide and fund it.
But I'm gonna say, as humans, like in general, we just seem to want to follow. I mean, look at the insurrection. You understand what I'm saying? Like somebody was just telling someone to do something, and tons of people followed.
Beep 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 beep. Those are stupid white people.
Yes, yes. No, it's not even a beep beep, but that's how many people's minds can be played so easily. So those 1,600 people, it was nothing to get some.
Come on, Jacobi. You tell me there's no stupid black people in the world?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I feel like the insurrection was different because those people.
Okay,
it just feels different in my soul.
Let me switch this up.
Your face.
How about in school? How about when kids are in school? Like when one kid is getting picked on, they're like, "Oh, let's jump in on this one because we'd rather not be the ones being picked on." It's kids just follow things. People just. And
yes, stupid black people exist. And
y'all remember that park bench in the park bench part of Men in Black, the very first one, where Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith were sitting on the park bench, and he was describing people. A person is smart. People are dumb, stupid, panicky creatures.
Yeah. And that was accurate.
Touche.
You're not wrong. That is a very, very, very accurate statement. Let me sum it up with this one little phrase here that I find kind of funny, which again is also flawed in its own. We're gonna touch on that later on. Though people aren't willing to help the homeless, but they're willing to fund a random that goes to Atlanta to do some whole shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that's because people are shallow. It's a visual. If she was some snagger-tooth looking chick who wasn't pretty, no one would have sent her money. But it was because she was beautiful.
That's the brilliant part about social engineering. That's the brilliant part. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah,
and
she did.
Played her part and got 1,600. 1,600.
Pete, correction. She thought she got 1,600.
Right, she didn't.
Correction.
Yeah,
that's what she would have
corrected. She thought she got 1,600.
And she almost had it, but then she had to open her mouth. If she would have shut the fuck up and went to that bank and withdrew that money, she would have been good to go.
That part.
The blue collar criminals trying to do white collar crime and failing miserably.
All right, plug GoFundMe. I'm glad you stopped that ratchet from getting anything dirty. Anyway, the point is, so
me too, because it's not right to deceive people.
That's the way the culture is going in, though, where we're all trying new things. And speaking of cultures, have you guys seen that whole new culture of super straight?
Oh yeah, I heard about that, and I completely agree with it.
Well, what is it?
Okay, yeah, thank you. I was going to say that too. For those that don't know, this gentleman, this young guy, I don't know his name. I didn't really do all that much. I seen a video, but he was saying that, hey, he had gotten into a conversation one day with someone, and they asked him, "Would you date a transgender?" And he said no. And they were saying, "But you're being a transphobe because you don't want to date a transgender." Excuse me. Mm-hmm. So he said, "That's not fair, though. Why is it everyone gets a preference but me?" So you know what? Since now, there has to be a label for it. I'm going to call it super straight. And now that I'm super straight, you can't judge me because I choose to identify as someone who only dates someone who was born with both, was it X chromosome, Y chromosomes?
Two X is an actual.
Thank you. 2 X chromosomes. If you weren't born with a vagina, then you are not my preference. And they got a flag and everything.
No, it's black and orange.
Yeah,
No.
it's black. So he put it out there, and they've picked up quite a following,
and I'm really respected.
It got
That's
so
cool.
much attention that you have people on Instagram and social media going against it. They're saying that it's trolling. In fact, TikTok even banned the super straight, I guess, movement, if that's what they want to call it. They banned, like, you can't use it at all.
Damn.
That
escalated quickly.
That is super discriminatory to me. I was like,
well,
everybody wants to put everything else into categories. Why can't we put those kinds of people in? No, talk to me.
No, so the thing is, I think with the banning would be that I definitely think there's nothing wrong with being super straight. And I don't think there's anything wrong with if you want to have a flag for it. I mean, if that's how you really feel. But I do think that the whole banning situation is probably because everything else has been created because everything else has been oppressed. And super straight people have never been oppressed. So there's no need for you to try to throw this and scream from the mountaintops about it right now because you always have been able to. So there's never been an oppression on straight people. And it's just like saying, kind of in the same sense of like all lives matter. Well, all lives don't have an issue. All lives haven't been oppressed. Straight people haven't really had an issue. Straight people aren't being oppressed. So there's no need for me there's no need for me to support you in this movement right now. There's no need for a movement to be had because you move through the world how you want to anyway.
Jacobi,
that is true. No, you're right, and it's true. But like, who's to say who can support someone being bullied?
That's fine. You can support it, but TikTok just said, I'm not going to allow you to do that on my platform. Just like wearing a mask or not wearing a mask. You don't have to wear one, but you ain't going to be up in here without one.
Just the word super straight. I understand your understanding why TikTok banned like the hashtag and things of that. That's cool, but I'm talking about in general society. Like, he has a right to like whatever the fuck he likes and make it a label. I feel like he does.
Now, I do too. I think there's nothing wrong with calling yourself super straight. And I think there's nothing wrong with wearing black and orange. I love black and orange. I wore it to my homecoming when I was in high school. But I also think that you have to understand that if you ain't being oppressed, you got nothing to cry about. You know what I mean? You just mad because he might get bamboozled by some badass tranny that he don't know used to be a man. He don't want. That's all that it is.
Hold on. I feel like in that situation,
me go get a drink. Y'all finna make me go get a cocktail.
Hold on, Jacobi. Although I agree with you completely, I agree with you. I do feel like that's setting bad precedents because you have to understand the same people that are saying that a transgender person shouldn't have to identify themselves. When you
I think they do.
No,
I think that transgender women
I'm not saying you, but the same people that are saying that are then turning around saying that now if I choose not to sleep with a transgender person, I'm a transphobe. And I'm not saying that's me.
I don't think that's fair. That's not fair.
Exactly. It's not fair to label someone and now to make them feel like less of a person because they say that's not my choice. Because at the end of the day, women can choose 6 feet, 6-figure guys, and that's okay. Men could choose to date skinny females because they don't like fat girls, and that's okay. But if I say I want to date someone, who was born a natural female, then I'm wrong for that. I'm a transphobe. That's not fair in either direction. Now, I agree with the whole fact of yes, if you were trans and you became what's the term you used last week, Jacobi? I'm sorry, I couldn't remember it. Male to female.
MTF, a female to male. I mean FTM or MTF is male to female. Female to male is FTM.
If you are a MTF, then yes, you are a woman for all arguments. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and defend and argue against that. But I do feel like the fact that you're gonna sit down and judge me and berate me because I say that's not my choice is kind of fucked up. It's a very weird situation.
Yeah, it's an infringement of your choice. Yes. You're infringing on somebody's choice. I have a really big problem with that.
Me too.
If I choose to be a natural man or woman, that's my choice.
And another thing too, like for example, is do men have like a platform that speaks to them? Like they don't, which is why men are treated the way they are in society. You guys don't get much.
Wait. Men don't have a platform that speaks to them? I thought the whole internet was the platform that spoke to a man.
I'm talking, for instance, I'm talking about like The View. On shows like The View, when there's like 4 women speaking, if it's a topic that's about males or something that's male driven, like society-wise.
Talking about.
Well, I mean, Well, I mean, like women. I mean, it's a male dominant world. It's a male dominant world.
Listen. We can't talk over each other. It's hard to understand.
What?
It's a male dominant world. So every platform is a male platform. I mean, the networks are owned by men. Every platform is a male platform.
Ask Nick Cannon about that.
And they're screening the women. They're trying to silence you, and they're trying to silence my gay black ass. But I refuse to be shut down and shut up.
One thing I've noticed is no one can silence you.
Yeah.
That you goddamn right.
Right.
Well, there has been a few.
About that.
There has been a few. I need a drink. I'm gosh. I'll be right back.
Go away.
Go ahead, Jacobi. But no, you know what? And it's weird because I know Pete had a conversation with a young lady earlier who was very, very adamant about the whole, hey, if you're super straight, if you consider yourself super straight, don't follow me.
But do you feel like there's platforms where like you can really speak exactly how you feel, what you want to say, and not have like the feminist of the world come in and come at your neck? I don't know.
There isn't, because you got to understand something. And I'm gonna take a lot of heat for this.
It's not right. I'm
gonna take a lot of heat for this. But I feel like when it comes to feminists, especially a lot of the now, with like not all, but certain feminists, what it is there is no winning with them. You ask for equality when somebody treats you equal. Yeah, but I'm a girl. But you asked for equality. You didn't specify. You asked.
I get what you're saying.
Let me dead that right real quick. Real equality does not exist.
Okay, no.
Until we shatter our societal norms, true equality cannot exist. I'm gonna tell you that. Let me flatten that.
It's true. Now. That's very true in that statement.
Until we shatter that, true equality cannot exist. It's a lie.
I believe you. At the end of the day, though, where did we start with this?
Hey, E, you're really low. I could barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
You wanna know the answer to that? We gotta talk about it. We can't just start censoring each other. We gotta talk. We gotta talk about the things that make us uncomfortable.
No, definitely. I definitely agree with that. But
so the main question is, okay. The main question is, are we all here for the super straight? For the super straight movement, excuse me.
I am here for a man to say that what he does and does not like and does not want to date or does and does not want to have sex with. And if you feel the need to call yourself something, by all means.
How I feel about it, I think it's mad redundant. I think it's silly and mad redundant. But if that's your choice to go around to make an affirmation that you're not just straight, you're super straight. Hey, how about it, bro?
But you know that it only came about. Ooh, that shit just gave me the chill. It only came about because he was being attacked for his view. So if we would not have attacked him as a gay society or trans society for me not wanting to be lied to or me wanting to be upfront, then there's a two whole nother little animals right there. Like, come on. I mean, I'm a gay black man, but I'm like, you also have to be fair. You know what I mean? Like, it's not fair to say now you're some kind of phobic because you want me to tell you the truth.
So listen. I want to hear Esther's part. I know she's about to talk real quick, but just to reply to you, Jacobi, I agree with you. But you know what I realized? I feel like a lot of the times when you see stuff on the internet about people responding, it's usually not a trans person responding. It's a straight person speaking for the trans community, calling people out.
Some
you're
black,
transphobic, yep. You're this, you're that. First of all, how do you know? Mind your own goddamn business.
Well,
I have an issue with that. Like, everybody, so are you like the spokesperson for gay people? Like, why don't you let them do don't they have a movement there? Let them do their job.
If we stand united, we stand strong.
No, and that's cool. I know that. Like, you go to Austin, Texas, there's a whole street for the I'm gonna fuck it up, so I'm not gonna say
for the gays. That's what you're trying to say. For the gays.
There's a whole street, 4th Street, Austin, Texas, is for them. You see all the rainbow flags. I think it's dope. I think that shit's dope. I'm like, yo, they representing. They out there. You know,
but you do again. It goes back to these streets have been, or these districts have been created in cities, just like redlining, for one, to push them away, and for two, because they had to be afraid of who they were before, have underground clubs. So now you get to be who you want to be, and we're gonna put your ass over there. You know what I mean? Yeah. That helps, but it also can be a hinder in some ways. But you know, I just think that we should not be judging anyone. He's not doing nothing that's harming nobody. If you ain't hurting nobody or hurting yourself, what does it matter?
So you got cut off before. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
That was a long time ago.
I know.
We're so far removed. But no, it was just like how people make plays on little euphemisms like I'm straight lesbian. People had to put that in the category.
I'm sorry, that's the thing?
Never heard that.
You know what they call it, Esther? They call it cis. Cis gay, cis lesbian, which is CIS, which means I am a cis gay is a guy who I'm a gay guy who, instead of just saying I'm gay, they say I'm cis gay and I know.
For everything. So he wanted to come up with super straight. He put that category. Yes. What happened?
You know what's funny? I asked Shorty what was that cis. I'm not real. I'm not well. What's a cis? Like I don't understand.
I did not know as a gay man. I did not know for the longest, and I kept hearing Billy Porter use the word as a cis gay man. I'm thinking, what the fuck is Billy talking about? And I googled the shit, and it's just like, oh, you're just saying I'm just a gay guy. That's what it means. I'm just like, why do we need to add 3 more? Why do we need 3 more letters for this? Like, why do we?
Because he was like, I'm really a guy that was born a guy that likes guys. That's what it's
right. It just to click because so much is popping up these days. And trust me, I know, because every which way I turn, I'm like just like who, what, where, what?
Two things real quick. This shit, the whole cis thing reminds me of. Did y'all ever see that interview with Tommy Lahren and Trevor Noah, where she says she doesn't like labels, but she calls herself a millennial.
Yeah.
And Trevor was like, wait, you just used the label to describe that you don't like labels.
Right. Right.
And
I'm so sorry. The second one was when you were talking, one of my favorite shows before it came out, I saw the previews, thought it was dope, was Pose.
Yeah,
I love this show. I
love me some Pose.
Matter of fact, their final season is coming up. I can't wait.
I love me some Pose, and that it don't matter. But it's a very interesting topic that can sometimes go into a very unfair space, because there are a lot of gay people or transgender people who still don't feel. Oh shit. I almost lost my mic. Who still don't feel fair that they're being treated fairly. So, and they're up in arms. Sorry, y'all.
But no, that's what I'm saying. I think at the end of the day, anybody could make whatever type of title or label they want.
I feel like that was some gay ghost telling me to shut the fuck up talking about gay people right now.
Yeah, like
boop, your mic is done, nigga. Support us.
Listen.
What they want.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna jump over to the next topic. At the end of the day, I agree with everyone's opinion here. I honestly feel like the fact that we're in a culture to where the gentleman felt like he had to create an entirely new category just to be able to say this is my preference is kind of fucked up.
It's sad.
You should never have to make something just to feel like you're, normal, I guess. If that's
you know what though? Also, boo motherfucking who, because that's what everyone else has had to do.
Touche. But since we're speaking on cultures, have you guys heard that the cancel culture is now canceling Mr. Pepe Le Pew, the beloved cartoon skunk with the heart of gold?
Beloved.
Yeah, he was beloved. The motherfucker was full of love.
Yeah, he was
Pepe was full of gas. That's what Pepe was full of.
Also really creepy. Like he could not take no for an answer.
But Dexter, I always call you Dexter. Dex, break it down because I don't know what happened.
Take a break. You're gassy too. Hold on.
I don't know what happened, Dex. Break it down for me.
Okay,
I'll break it down for you. Go ahead. Go ahead. So what happened was, the new Space Jam movie is about to come out, right? So they decided to do a whole bunch of augmentations. like they desexualized Lola Bunny. They made her look like she's 30-something with kids, and she failed at life or some shit. And they decided to straight up get rid of Pepe Le Pew. And if you know Pepe Le Pew, because I grew up watching Pepe Le Pew.
Me too. He was a pervert.
Okay, yes, he was a bitch. Okay, how I see it was
he was aggressive.
Used to strong-arm the pussy. You know what I'm saying? Because mind you, there wasn't a female skunk he was chasing. He was chasing a female cat. And I don't know if it was cross species or whatever.
Which shows he was trans open.
He was open, yeah. He was open about love. He was trying to share his love to the pussy, but he was overbearing to the pussy.
He didn't mind it was born a cat and not a skunk, though.
Ooh. He didn't know.
He didn't know. He didn't care. He didn't even care to ask. He
didn't disclose that she was a cat when they first met.
Yeah. So, here he is trying to strong arm the pussy, and she wasn't feeling it. So I learned as a child that those super strong advances don't work for me. Like, be subtle. Don't press. Don't press the pussy unless she asks. And still,
and why? Because if I remember correctly, wasn't he a black skunk always chasing a white cat?
No, she was black too. She was black. She was a black cat.
Okay.
But what usually would happen was like something would happen and she would have like a paint stripe put on her or some weird shit.
Right.
He'd spot her and he was like, oh.
He would get confused and think it was a cat because she just transitioned into a skunk in his head. Ooh.
They were they just canceled everything. They want to cancel Dr. Seuss. They want to cancel Tom and Jerry. It's the cancel culture.
But listen. I didn't think about this until I was watching a post by Ryan Davis, funny ass comedian, by the way, everyone. The guy said, we're canceling cartoons. We're canceling Pepe Le Pew. And he's a cartoon. No one is saying, hey, let's cancel the guy who made the character. Let's cancel the guy who wrote him to be this way. Let's cancel the cartoon character, which makes no sense.
Who has no actual genitalia and is not a living creature.
Well, I mean, it kind of does hurt the person who created it because they cease production of it, so they don't get paid no more.
It doesn't matter.
And they're dead because that was like 100 years ago.
That too.
Yeah, it came out in 1945.
The point is, as he said, the character is whatever you write him to be. You can write him to be a rapist. You can write him to be super gentle. You're going to be aggressive as hell. It's what you wrote him to be. So how are you going to cancel someone who is not real? They are what someone else wrote them to be. Why not cancel the person who made them?
I'm literally watching a show right now where I swear to God, in the first 15 minutes, not even the first 15 minutes, the first 5 minutes, the dude's literally groping this chick's titty. Like, he's literally groping the unconscious chick's titty.
What show is this?
I'm not finna fuck. I ain't fucking that up. I like the show already. I'm not fucking with y'all. And
I'm open-minded. I just wanted to check out a new show. That's all.
It's anime and it's on Netflix.
I don't watch anime anyway.
See? So I find it hilarious, but better than I feel like it's more like misdirection.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're getting the blinds covered over our eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not forget the most famous song from that whole movie series. The whole movie was "I Believe I Can Fly"
by a rapist of children.
Ta-da!
Oh shit!
Spirit fingers. Oh, we lost Jacobi for a second there.
You okay?
I guess we lost him.
He'll be
back. But
where were we?
What?
Where were we?
So all I'm saying is, I feel like misdirection got pulled over our eyes. Instead of focusing on the fact that they had a full-blown rapist on the movie installment, and they're trying to lighten it up. So okay, we fuck R. Kelly and what he got going on. We finna drop this new joint.
My bad, y'all.
Welcome back.
We're finna drop this new joint, and you gonna love it.
Felt exposed.
Look, I kind of feel like at the end of the day, they're sitting down, they're canceling a lot of the older cartoons, something that we grew up on, and it's reckless. Like, what does it bother you? These things are usually out anyway. No one is watching them.
It's not reckless. It's just telling you like how the times are changing. It's showing you how the cartoons from back then. It shows what kinds of violence or morals and standards were going on at the time. Like there was racism in 1940s and it still is today, but it was more prominent at the time. So yeah, it's gonna show in the cartoons and they're gonna want to cancel it, but it's history at this point.
Touche.
But Alice in Wonderland was about a white girl tripping on mushrooms and acid, but ain't nobody canceled that white bitch yet.
Because she was white. It was okay. It's okay.
Listen, Dave Chappelle said it the best. He said the cancel culture is stifling creativity because now comedians are terrified to say what they want to say because they're going to be held accountable. Like, imagine this. People are being called back for some shit they said 15 years ago when it was okay.
You know what, though? Speaking of that kind of concept, though. So, I remember how Kevin Hart got his little situation because he said some stuff about his son being gay years ago. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. As a gay black man, when I found that out, it really discouraged me from wanting to watch and support him. But only because I thought, one, bad joke, okay? Bad joke. Maybe it was just a bad joke, and I shouldn't overthink this because I do think Kevin Hart is hilarious. And then I thought, too, I got to support the struggle of me being, I remember being a little boy struggling to come out and be myself and all that stuff. And I was thinking like, I was torn because I felt like society was telling me, or the gay community was like, we don't support him no more. And I felt like, damn, I need to be with us and be in that. Like when I would scroll through Netflix and I see a movie with him, I would pause and be like, I want to watch you. But
did you watch it?
But I don't. I didn't watch Kevin Hart for like over a year because of that shit. Because I was just so torn about it. Now I'm just like, get over that shit. You know what I mean? Like I just, and I watch his videos again. But the way society responds to things was always in the back of my head. It wasn't that I stopped really liking Kevin Hart. I did take a pause in supporting Kevin Hart, but I've always loved him, and I think that he's great. And I support, any kind of thing we can do as an oppressed people to take us from zero to hero. I mean, Kevin Hart's worth over $200 million. You know what I mean? Like, and that's great. And I watch him do amazing things. But because of society and our communities, I was literally torn in my head for about a year about like, damn, shit, I want to watch this movie, but fuck. I want to watch this movie with damn Kevin Hart in it. You know what I mean?
I get you, but
you really do get on about people's bankrolls. He's like, he's $200 million.
Yo, this is
I researched, girl. I researched.
This is the same community that okays, bailing I don't even want to say that. Bailing reckless people out of reckless situations that they put themselves in.
Were you gonna say rap music?
No, I was gonna say ratchet hoes, but I decided to be politically correct.
But you know what I will say though too? I heard the comedian Samore say this in one of her stand-ups one time. And she said it about rap artists, but I would say this about young rap artists or young influencers or young video vixen girls. We don't even have videos that much anymore, but young like influencer women like Sweetie or Megan Thee Stallion, even if they weren't rapping. I don't really care anymore because at the end of the day, whatever you are doing, as long as it's not harming you or somebody else, and we can't speak for harming somebody else because Nicki Minaj said, I'm not raising these kids. I'm not these kids' parents. If they want to tell these kids, if their parents want to say, don't listen to me, that's that. But for us to try to take away, especially in the moments of us rising through oppression, all these avenues for Black millionaires to be created to you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, success is being grown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might as well get it, right?
No one thinks about the jobs that are created when that video is shot. No one thinks about the dolly grips or the sound checks. None of that. You don't think about that. You're just seeing the picture being made. You're just seeing the finished product. But bigger than that, when it comes to like comedians, and I was consulting myself about this. Your typical comedian dabbles in truth, and he makes light of it.
Yeah.
If that makes you uncomfortable, that's fine to be uncomfortable. But rather than react, take a time to assess the information that's coming towards you, and then respond in kind.
Can I say something real quick? On that aspect, right? I had a conversation. I posted something before I ended up getting banned from Facebook for 3 days because I called a white politician a whore, and I said that the royal family thought Megan Thee Stallion was a nigger. I mean, Meghan Markle was a nigger, and they banned me for 3 days. But on that aspect, right? Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Look, listen. Along with what Pete says, I get what you're saying, Pete. At the end of the day, I kind of feel like if hearing the truth makes you uncomfortable, maybe you need to self-reflect.
Oh, okay. I remember now. Now that you said that, I remember what I was going to say. This white girl, I posted some shit about Piers Morgan and Megan, right? And Sharon. And this is like the day before I got banned, which had nothing to do with it. Because anyway, this white chick that I know posted saying a comment on a post saying, you know, I really don't think that maybe he wasn't really being racist. Maybe he just really doesn't like her. And my response was, at the end of the day, if he's hung up and you're being hung up on the fact that someone is calling him racist versus taking a pause to think about, was his action really racist? But you're hung up on the word and not the motion, like what he did, his response to denouncing that her experience with the royal family came across to her as this. You're denouncing her experience because you don't like a word that she used instead of thinking about the experience that she had.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying. It's kind of like if someone defends a wrongful action, but you're not thinking about the other person's situation. You're sitting now saying, well, that person broke up with her because she did this. Yes, but you're not reasoning that he's been beating the shit out of her for the past 16 years.
Or like if a girl is wearing sexy clothes and she was asking for it. Or just like if a white boy, I've seen this play out in the news over and over again. A black dude will do something or look at or touch a girl in the wrong way, and he will go to jail for sexual assault or attempted rape. But when a white boy has actually raped a girl, gotten away with it, and they catch him, and then they let him go because of the future that this poor white boy may have. You know what I mean?
Swim career.
And you're not thinking about the action that he did. All you're thinking about is that the words and who he is. You know what I mean?
You're thinking about him being the next Supreme
next
Court
Republican leader, right?
Well, look, we're gonna go ahead and cut this off here. But before we go, I know Mr. JacobiJones says he wanted to share with the viewers and future followers.
Yes. So I have a beautiful giveaway. I live in the wonderful land of Honolulu, Hawaii, and I have these amazing gifts that I want to send to our followers, which are these beautiful chocolates and coffees, which you can only buy in the land of Honolulu. And I want to do a giveaway for our followers just to show you guys so much appreciation for supporting us for all these weeks and months. So this is how you enter. What you have to do is follow each and every one of us on Instagram. Follow me. We'll link you in the description box below, all of our Instagram information. Follow all 4 of us, and then direct message and Complicated Discord. So follow Complicated Discord and follow our individual pages. Message Complicated Discord in a direct message so that we know you've actually completed the task. And the first 5 people to do that will get a cute little gift with your, of course, send your address. You will get a cute little gift from Jacobi in the mail. So I look forward to shipping these gifts out to you. I hope you enjoy them. I actually send these gifts out to my friends and family on the mainland all the time. And they're just like, oh my God, this is so delicious. I love this so much because we make really great chocolates and coffees here. So I would love to send those gifts out to you guys. You just got to enter to win.
And for those of you who don't know, yes, Hawaii does make some fantastic stuff. on island that you can't get in the mainland. So
you can't get it nowhere else in the world but here.
Because American chocolate's bullshit.
okay. Well, thank you for joining us this week, and please be sure to join us again next week. Like, subscribe, follow, and comment below. Let us know what you want to hear and what you want to talk about. Hey, you never know. Maybe we'll have you on our show to shoot the shit. Thank you. Come see us again next week. Peace.
Yo, what's up? Yes, what's next? It is complicated.